everyone, David back with Awesome Autographs and More, episode number 168. Today we have some TTMs. It's Friday morning, almost afternoon. And we've got actually Wednesdays and Thursdays TTMs. We have 6 successful returns and 1 return to sender. So let's get that one out of the way first. From Mr. Steve Walsh. Now that's my little cheat card that I use when I'm doing the videos. But apparently he's not signing anymore. I have gotten him from this address in the past, and I'm guessing he's just not signing. So that's 2 so far this year between Bob Boone and Steve Walsh, who's obviously no longer signing. So we will just put that stuff away, and maybe someday he'll sign again. We'll see. That I'll keep. That goes over there. Okay, now into the good stuff, the TTM Successes. Sorry for the mess on the desk, but see those little stacks of cards over there for the most part? I'm prepping for the, I guess it's called the Battle of the Teams. It's being put on by channel TTM-ing. Chase over there is graciously hosting a TTM contest of sorts, where each contestant was randomly assigned a baseball team, and the goal is to get as many autographs through the mail as possible. So we can do, it can be free TTMs, it can be paid TTMs, it could be paid private signings, so long as it's done through the mail. The only thing that doesn't count is in person, which is fine because I don't foresee me getting to any signings of my team, which is the Cleveland Indians / Guardians. I'll never get used to the Guardians. It's just like the Redskins in football. They're always going to be the Redskins for me. But anyway, so I've got the Indians team, and what you need to do is to get something signed by whoever the athlete is that represents that team. So you could have a player who maybe was on the Cleveland Indians back in the day, but your cards are of a time when he played, say, for the Yankees. Those Yankee cards would not count. Only the Cleveland Indian cards would count. So right now I'm kind of going through, trying to dig out of my collection all the cards of players who played for the Indians that I actually have cards that show them on the Indians. It's been an interesting challenge. It's been educational in that I have literally thumbed through, I think, just about every card I own. And I've seen some things I didn't know I had, pleasantly. So now comes the challenge of getting these all addresses looked up, figure out where to send them, which of any of them have fees, etc., etc., etc. So if I will leave a link to Chase's YouTube channel in the description of this video in case you want to check it out. The contest actually starts officially on March 3rd, which means all of the returns that come back from March 3rd forward through to the end of May. So we have about 90 days to accumulate points, and you get 1 point for each athlete who signs a Cleveland item. And so if they sign 3 of them, you still only get 1 point. It's per athlete, at least that's my understanding. But anyways, I will definitely leave the information in the description in case anybody wants to follow it and check it out. It is too late at this point, I think, to get into the contest because everything's been kind of assigned. On to the TTMs. First up, we have a 4 of 4 success. in 18 days from former NFL and former Chicago Bear, Mr. Brad Muster. We have a 1993 action-packed, a 1990, the corners kind of got a little bit of a ding to them, 1990 Pro Set, I believe. Can't see that worth anything, but yes, it is a 1990. We have a 1991 Score and 89 Pro Set. Yep, 89 Pro Set. And Mr. Muster played for the Bears for 5 years, beginning in 1988, and he ended his career with 2 years with the New Orleans Saints. Did not have any New Orleans Saint cards of his, so I'm going to have to hunt those down for my next submission to him. Next up, we have another 4 of 4 success. This one in 34 days from former Major League Baseball player, Mr. Don Kessinger. He played from 1964 to 1979 for Chicago Cubs, St. Louis, and the White Sox. Here we have this. I'm not going to venture a guess on the years on these because I really don't know these older cards better. I'm pretty good from the mid-80s forward through mid to late 90s. But going back to the 80s, 70s, and 60s, it's sporadic. I know some of them, but I don't know all of them, and I have no idea what this one is. Here he is on the White Sox, Topps card. That's unusual. Topps actually did not put their name on the front of the card. Maybe they didn't do that as frequently back then. Now they're plastered all over it. And here we have another one. So we got to have representation of him with the Cubs, the Cardinals, and the White Sox. Plus, I got an extra autograph card signed by Mr. Kessinger. The card's pretty cool. I like that one, so we'll leave that one on top. Okay, next up, we have a 2 of 4 success, and this is an interesting one because I've sent to him before on multiple occasions, and each time I sent 4 cards. The first time I sent, I got all 4 cards back signed, and they were beautiful. Second time I sent 4 cards, and he returned 3 signed and did not return the 4th card. So I don't know if it ended up in somebody else's envelope or he kept it because he liked it or whatever. I kind of, whatever. This time I sent 4 and got 2 back. 2 very cool cards. I love these Be a Player cards that they did for hockey back in the, say 95-ish, 94, 95. I honestly don't remember. Let me see if I can get to it. This one's a 94. So it's 94 Upper Deck did these Be a Player kind of were more personal. They were supposed to reflect, the player's non-sport interest. In other words, Pronger being a hockey player, it wasn't going to be a picture of hockey. It had to be him doing something else. And they had some of the cards, with players doing things they like to do. Some of them were just kind of family type shots or pictures of them just relaxing or whatever. But they were really cool cards. The one that I remember, Pavel Bure's card was a picture of him relaxing in the sauna. It was kind of cool. Something different, especially given that I've been to Finland so many times and have experienced the real thing. Much different than what we know of as a sauna in the U.S. Next up, This is a cool one too. This is a 2 of 2 success in 14 days from former NBA player Billy Paultz. Got this nice old Topps card. This card came from a contest win from This Guy's Cards. If you watch his channel, he does a giveaway of 5 cards of a particular set, and it varies. He does all the sports, including, NASCAR and all that sort of stuff. He pretty much changes it up, but every time he does a TTM video, he will, at the end, put 5 cards from a particular set up there, and they're usually all people who are known TTMers. So one point in time, I put my name in the hat, and I won these Topps basketball cards, 5 players. I sent all of them out at the same time. This is the first one coming back, so I'm going to be anxious to get the rest of them back. It's the only card I had of all 5 players, so they each went out also with an autograph card. Looks like when he signed the first card, because that kind of matches up, they must have laid them out like that, and it went off the edge, but that's okay. It still looks really cool. And that is Mr. Billy Paultz. Again, 14-day, 2 of 2 return. Next up, we have an NFL return, 4 of 4 in 16 days from Mr. Lincoln Kennedy. He played 10 years in the NFL. I remember him being part of the draft class back in, I guess it was 92, 93, that area. But I don't really remember him playing much. According to his information, he played from 1993, well, that tells me when he was drafted, through 2003, so a good 11 seasons. Played 3 with the Atlanta Falcons and 8 with Carolina. And all I had of his were the draft cards. So I got 2 of these classic, I think these are the 4-sport variety. Let me double check it. Yeah, this is the 1993 4-sport collection. Which back in the day when they did these had the big prospects / draft picks of all of the 4 sports. So it would have included baseball, football, basketball, and hockey. And then we have this card, which is from Fleer, which is a 1993 prospect card. I think this was an insert set. The regular set, he may have been in it, I don't know, but they did these draft pick insert sets with the 93 Fleer set. And then 4th, I got this autograph card. And so, sorry guys, I'm off a bit here. So we got that. I want to make sure you get to see them. Try and avoid the glare as much as I can. And then this autograph card, which his signature is really cool. I really like his signature there. Nice autograph. I haven't quite figured out what that says. Up, number 72. Yeah, he's got some things in here. I'm going to have to get my real powerful magnifying glass out and see if I can... Yeah, every card's got something different on it. Oh, College Hall of Fame on one. It's got his number and it says College Hall of Fame. So that's pretty cool. Mr. Lincoln Kennedy. And again, 404, 16 days, in case I didn't mention that. And last but not least, we have a 404 return in 18 days, former Major League Baseball player, Mr. Johnny Grubb. Didn't have too many cards of his either, but saw that others were getting them back, so I figured get mine out there. So we have this 1986 Topps and two 1988 Topps. Inscribed this one. This is not inscribed. I don't think this one was either. Nope. And this one is inscribed, which says 1984 World Series. Probably champs. It just looks like it says W/SCH. I don't know that you can't really see it. It's not as easily to see on there. And then finally we got this nice autograph card. And that is Mr. Johnny Grubb. So we want to thank all of the, I need a drink. Thank all the athletes for their autographs. Thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate that. If you would please definitely hit this like button down here. That helps the channel out a great deal. And over here, where is it? Over here. If you're not already subscribed, you can hit the subscribe button and then ring the bell to choose how you want to be notified, if at all, of future videos. So thank you very much again for watching. Sorry I rambled on a little bit long today, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.